understand English. You watch videos. You listen to conversations. You even understand movies without subtitles. But when you try to speak, your mind goes blank. The words disappear. And suddenly, you feel like you know nothing at all. But here is the truth. You are not bad at English. You are simply trained in the wrong way. Most learners think English is something you study, something you memorize, something you finish. But English is not a subject you complete. It is a skill you build. Slowly, daily, repeatedly. Think about learning a physical skill, like swimming, or driving, or playing an instrument. You don't become good by reading instructions once. You become good by doing it again and again until your body understands it naturally. English works the same way. You don't need more information. You need more repetition. You need daily exposure. You need active use. And that is what we are going to build together in this video. A daily system, a simple structure, something you can repeat every day without stress. Because fluency is not a moment. Fluency is a habit. Let's begin with listening. Listening is the foundation of everything. If your ears are not trained, your mouth cannot follow. Many learners ignore listening practice or only listen once in a while. But real improvement comes from daily exposure. You need to hear English every day. Not perfect English. Not academic English. Natural English. Real English. Spoken English. The kind of English people actually use in real life. At first, you will not understand everything. That is completely normal. You are not supposed to understand everything. You're supposed to get used to the sound, the rhythm, the flow, the patterns. Because English is not just vocabulary. It is music. It has rhythm. It has speed. It has emotion. And your brain needs time to adjust to it. So when you listen every day, something slowly changes. At first, you translate. Then you start recognizing words. Then you recognize phrases. Then suddenly, you start understanding meaning without translating. That moment is important. That is the beginning of real comprehension. Now, let's move to speaking. Speaking is the skill most learners fear the most. Because speaking exposes everything. Your mistakes, your hesitation, your lack of vocabulary. So people avoid it. But avoiding speaking means avoiding progress. You cannot become a speaker without speaking. It sounds obvious, but many learners still try to wait until they are ready. They wait until their grammar is perfect, until their vocabulary is enough, until they feel confident. But confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after speaking. So here is what you do. You speak every day. Even if no one is listening, even if it feels strange, even if it feels slow. You describe your life. You describe your actions. You describe your thoughts. You say simple things like what you are doing, what you are thinking, what you plan to do next. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. You will stop often. You will search for words. You will repeat yourself. That is normal, because your brain is learning to connect thoughts with language in real time. Over time, something changes. You stop searching for words so often. You start forming sentences faster. You start thinking in English fragments. That is progress. Now, let's talk about vocabulary. Most learners believe vocabulary means memorizing long word lists. But memorization without usage is temporary. You remember for a short time, then you forget. Real vocabulary learning happens through repetition and usage. So instead of learning many words at once, focus on small daily learning. A few words every day, but learn them properly. Learn how they are used. Learn how they appear in sentences. Learn how they connect with other words. Because a word is not a single unit. It is part of a system. For example, one word can appear in many situations. It changes meaning slightly depending on context. So when you learn a word, do not learn only its meaning. Learn its life. And most importantly, use it immediately. Create your own sentences. Speak it, write it, repeat it, because the brain remembers what it uses, not what it only sees. Now, let's move to writing. Writing is often ignored by learners, but it is extremely powerful. Writing slows your thinking. It forces clarity. It helps you organize language. Every day, write something small. Not long essays. Not complicated paragraphs. Just simple daily sentences. Write about your day. Write about your thoughts. Write about what you did. Write about what you will do tomorrow. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. And while writing, use the new words you learned. This connects memory with usage. It strengthens your vocabulary. It improves your grammar naturally. It improves your thinking structure. And something very important happens here. You begin to see your mistakes. And when you see your mistakes, you improve faster. Now, let's talk about thinking in English. This is the final stage of fluency. Not translating. Not converting. Thinking directly in English. Right now, most learners think in their native language first. Then they translate into English. That creates delay. That creates hesitation. That creates fear. So instead, start practicing simple English thinking. Look at your surroundings and describe them in English in your mind. Think about your actions in English. Think about your plans in English. Even simple thoughts matter. At first, it will be slow, but slowly your brain adapts. And one day, you will notice something important. You're no longer translating. You're just thinking. That is fluency. Now, let's bring everything together. Listening every day trains your ears. Speaking every day trains your mouth. Vocabulary builds your tools. Writing organizes your thoughts. Thinking in English connects everything. When combined, these skills create real fluency. Not memorized fluency. Not exam fluency. Real communication fluency. But the key is not intensity. The key is consistency. You do not need to study for many hours once in a while. You need small practice every day. Even 20 minutes. Even 30 minutes. Even simple repetition. Because language is not built in big moments. It is built in small daily actions. And if you continue this way, something powerful will happen. You will stop translating. You will stop hesitating. You will start responding naturally. English will stop feeling like a subject. It will start feeling like part of you. And that is the real goal. Not perfection. Not speed. Not grammar accuracy. But natural communication. So keep going. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep writing. Keep thinking. And slowly, your English will change. Not overnight, but permanently.